What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bash and Bass TV. Today, I'm putting on an anchor trolley for my kayak. I always complain about how I shift and turn with the currents, and this is supposed to help fix that problem. So I figured I'd just kind of go through this all on camera with you guys and show you how to put the anchor trolley on your kayak as well. I've also had a problem with leaking lately, and Vibe got with me and they helped me out, got me some replacement parts that I've already put on. But they also told me to put some waterproof silicone around some of the screw heads that are having issues. So I'm gonna be doing that today as well. So big shout out to Vibe and their customer service. It's amazing, they're great. The one big thing that I wanna tell you guys right now, I don't know if you can see this now on my hat, Bash and Bass has hats. My wife put in a special order. I have a very limited supply. I have a few that I've kept, a couple that I've given away. I will be doing a massive giveaway with 2,000 subscribers, and a hat will be included in that as well. If you want to buy them, they're $35. These are the Flex Fit hats. They're high quality. These are amazing hats. I'm not actually making money on these hats by selling them at $35. This is just to get enough money to replace the hats that I sell and buy more. So I'm not trying to even make a profit on these right now. I just want to get my stuff out there, share it with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. It comes. All right, here are all the parts that I need to install this anchor trolley. I got a Yak Gear anchor trolley. So I got my tape measure because I like to be exact with my measurements. I don't like to just kind of eyeball it. I got 2 pairs of pliers. They say to use pliers for certain things, but I'm just gonna have both of them just in case. I brought a pocket knife, just, you never know when you need it. A Sharpie to mark some of these things. I need to move those scissors out of the way, so I don't need those yet. I got a 1/8 and a 3/8 drill bit. Got my drill. And a Phillips head screwdriver. That's all you need to do this. Oh, and a lighter or a heating source for the rope when it comes time to tie everything off. So let's open this thing up and do that. So we've got, it says 30 feet of nylon rope. This triangle, it's kind of the anchor, or to tie your anchor onto it. You got your pulleys, 2 different types of screws, and you got a bunch of different little things that you're using to screw into. You got little brackets here. So we're going to be following these instructions to the letter and get it done. All right, we're going to measure back. It says a foot from the stern, but the foot only goes to right here. So I'm going to kind of do a foot from right about here back, and then 3 inches down. So it's right above the water line, and that's where we're going to install the first pulley. So get that, and it says we're going to need the 3/8 drill bit for this, I believe, if I remember right. Yes. All right, so measure foot here, and then 3 inches down is So we're not gonna be able to do 3 inches down because this whole area right here is 3 inches, and we can't obviously put the bracket on that. I say we're going to put it in the middle, 2 inches. So 2 inches here. Can we even get a Sharpie? I don't think I can fit a Sharpie there now. Alright, so what we're going to do is measure from the back. The center of that back hole is in a 1/2 inch. The center of this hole is at the let's see, there's 1/2, there's 3/4. So 2 to the left of the 3/4, so that's 3/8. So 1/2 and then 3/8. Obviously, before we drill, I want to line up. Beautiful thing about having flashlights on your phone. Let's see here. I can see. Yep, they fit. There's no turning back now. All right, so we drilled in, put in a well nut, and we're going to use this screw to screw on this pulley system in the front. All right, hand spin it a little bit first, then use the screwdriver to get it to where it's kind of firm but can still move. All right, again, I'm going to shine my flashlight into the hole and make sure that it's all lined up, which it would not be. I'd be way off if I did it to now. So, where's my Sharpie? I'm sitting on it. I believe it would be right there. Let's see. So, there we go. Dead center with that last dot I just made. Said I like to be exact measurements, but with these things being so thick and I can't get a Sharpie in there, I'm just kind of doing trial and error until I hit the exact center, which is what I have now. So we're gonna drill again. Okay. So now we're gonna put in another well nut. Now, one of the things the instruction says, do not use waterproof silicone with this. It will prevent the well nut from actually sealing and doing its job. So, it says that when you screw this in, it will become waterproof or watertight on its own. So you just use this. It also says, do not use a drill to screw this in, because it will screw down too tight and it can push the well nut through the hole. And that's not good. Now, what it did say to do, or you could do, is put some waterproof silicone around the outside of the pulley, but it's not necessary. I, being cautious that I am, probably will. I just don't want to over tighten this and push the well nut through. That's tightened. Boom. So now we have our first pulley on. Wheel goes towards the back with this one, the other one obviously pointed to the other direction. So let's go down to the back of the ship. All right. So again, gonna drill here. It's so nerve-wracking to do that. Okay, so I want to just tighten it down a little bit. All right, now we have these things called pad eyes, and we're going to be putting them about a third of the way down. So basically, we're going to put them right around here, and so probably like 2 feet, and then 2 feet. So we'll probably put this up here, probably right here, maybe here. I think that would be best. So it says to keep them on an angle. Let's see how we do this. Yes, so basically the front part of it pointing towards the pulley is what we're going to do. And this time they didn't say specific measurements. So I'm going to, let's see, what drill do we need for this? All right, so now we're just going to use the 1/8 drill. I'm going to put this about here. And put it about here. It says, mark that there, we'll mark that there, there. So now we have our 2 dots. and we're gonna drill. All right, so we got these self-tapping screws to screw in the pad eye. So we're just gonna put that there. And again, we are not using a drill. These are hand tighten only, or using just a regular screwdriver only. We are not to use the drill. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing to the back end. There's the 2 holes. All right, those are on. All right, now we're gonna put the zag cleat on. So again, we're going to mark it. All right, again, using the 1/8 drill. All right, and again, we're using the self-tapping screws with this. So let's just put this over the top there. All right, now it's time to feed the line through. Okay. All right, so first it says come up through here, then go through this, and make sure you go through here, and then it goes down through the top of this. It says the loose ends will be hanging on the floor. Okay, so it says to tie this using 4 or 5 loops, fishing loops. So I'm going to do basically just an extra clinch knot. That sucker ain't going nowhere. Okay. So now we have that tied. The last step we have here is to secure the last side of the other side of the rope. So what we did is I already put the shrink wrap on, slid it all the way down. You bring the other side of the rope around. Let me pull this, there's a lot of rope. And you put this through the other side of the shrink wrap as well. Here, like this so. All right, so now, I'm trying to get it tight so I have everything set here how I want it. I believe that's it. Now, we just have to crimp with these hog clamps. And you crimp, if I can get them in, both pieces of the rope. All right, cool. Now we have one other one that we'll do. Just one last little clip that I have to clamp down. And it's just not wanting to cooperate. There we go. Okay. So now it says with the shrink wrap, heat it. Which I brought a lighter. I'm just gonna be very, very careful about how I do this. Let me see something now. Pull that out. So since this is a little loose, what I can do is untie this knot. All right, so now that I did that, the only thing I have left to do is cut the excess rope off because I have a ton of it. So it says to heat it up. It says to heat it up so it doesn't fray. Just take my scissors and... Okay. So, made my cut. Melt that plastic a little bit more. And boom. I have officially installed my anchor trolley. A little nerve-wracking. I think it looks fine. I think it did a good job. Shrink wrap's on, knots tied, and we're good to go. If you undo the rope on the little zag thing here, it does dip down. I'm okay with that because then when you tighten it and reattach it, it pulls taut. So I think I have a really good amount of slack here. And there we go. All right, guys, that's it. I installed that anchor trolley. I feel like I was successful, but we'll see when I put it on the water this weekend. Make sure you hit me up at Instagram at BashandBassTV. Get yourself a hat. Very limited supply. They're gonna go quick. I hope that everybody enjoys them. High quality, they're amazing. Bash the subscribe button below, and until next time, just keep bashing.